We're here on the Mom Zoo, and I'm so excited because we have two special guests. Of course, we have Carlie and Kaylee, and we have the babies. This is Layla and Layla Elliot.
Just eating your brush. It's fine.
It's so cute, and he has a little cold, so he's like...
Oh, sorry, we're not talking about you. You know that kid on Hey Arnold that's always breathing?
Yeah.
I was telling them earlier. I can't remember his name, but he's always like,
yeah.
And that girl gets so annoyed with him. That's how he breathes right now.
That's how I always feel when my kids have colds too. That's so funny.
I think it's so cute, though.
Is so cute.
There's something about it that's just like, oh,
Their little
you
breath.
have a cutest cold.
I feel bad because they don't know how to like cough. I just want to cough for him. Hey.
Yeah.
And we were talking about booger suckers earlier because I'm a huge fan of the nose Frida.
It's so
Layla
good.
has had like giant boogers ever since she was born. So I've been like sucking her nose constantly, but especially when they have like a snotty nose and it's runny, I just want to suck it all out. It's like so satisfying. I know
If
it
you
sounds
don't know what she's
disgusting.
talking about, you're
It
probably
does
like,
not go into your mouth.
I hate the nose Frida. I think it smells like a dirty fish tank. I make Jackson do it. One day, Jackson wasn't home, so I was like, Cooper, you have to suck this out of Elliot's nose. He's like, Mom, I'm like, you have to because I can't. I have to hold his head. I like made up this excuse, but it does work really well.
Yeah, Casey would
really
never
does.
do it. I'm the booger sucker at our house.
but there's a filter, so you're not actually sucking
You don't suck
boogers.
boogers. It does seem gross. Like if you're grossed up by stuff like that, you'd be grossed out.
Yeah.
But
Snot
when
does
you're,
gross me out.
But when your baby's so stuffed up and it works so well, like you just need
get it out.
something.
Especially when they're trying to sleep and they're like,
I know, yeah.
that's what they sound like.
Anyways, I can't believe that our babies are almost 7 months. Probably by the time this goes up, they will be 7 months old.
That's crazy.
So crazy, and they're doing so many things.
Yes, tell us what Layla's doing. What is she?
Layla started sitting at the end of 5 months, so she is sitting by herself, and she very rarely falls over unless she wants to. Like now, she's at the point where she's rolling, and when she sees something across the room, she'll roll to get it. So if she's sitting, then she'll just kind of like fall over and then roll to whatever she wants.
That's so cute.
Yeah, like it's like
She has very good posture. She's always just like very like upright and like I feel like she could be like a little dancer.
Yeah,
She's
every time
always
I
kind
see
of like-
her, I think ballerina.
Yeah, I do too. Ever since she was born, like she's always had pointed toes.
Yes. And straight legs. And she's like very dainty with her like
And then watch, she'll just be
Phalanges.
like, she'll just be a tomboy.
You're right.
I love it either way. But yeah, she's been a lot of fun and she's a good baby. She sleeps in my bed, which is something that we're trying to put the kibosh on right now.
That's so hard.
It's so hard, especially knowing that she's my last because I feel really good about that. I just feel like I'm enjoying her more and I just want to like hold her and keep her with me all the time and even when
and
I'm
you're
sleeping.
breastfeeding, so that's hard because it's like it's just kind of easy to flop out the
so
boob
nice.
and like
Yeah.
lay on your side, you know?
Yeah, it really is. But I have felt really good about her being my last, and I feel like time is going by fast, but it doesn't seem to be going by as fast, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think with the last one it would seem to go by faster, but I think it's because I feel peace with every stage that goes by. Yeah. So when she starts doing these things, I'm not like, oh my gosh, like no, that you know that stage before is over. I feel like I'm like celebrating each stage and just enjoying it more. I'm not pushing her to do things, but I'm just I don't know, I'm just loving every single second, and I feel so good. It feels so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome. Her hair. Love her. She's so sweet. So what is she like as far as food? Is she eating?
She is mostly still nursing. She can't quite figure out like how to eat. It's really funny when I put food in her mouth, it just automatically just comes out. She is getting a little bit better, and something that has helped a lot are these little plastic I don't know what they are called, and I should have known, and I should have brought one. But it's like a mesh thing that you can put food in, like fruits and vegetables, but it's plastic. And she'll eat mostly vegetables is what she likes. And it has little holes in it, so when she bites down, like the juice can come out and a little bit of whatever's in there.
So it's got like a little handle.
A little handle, so it's just kind of like a chew toy, but she can get food, and you can freeze baby food in it, and then they can chew on it and get the baby food out. So that is something that she's doing.
I like
she
the little handles on the end too because they can hold them and like
they can hold them and chew on them too, like when their food's gone, so then they're still playing with it. But I have loved that, and we're still just working on food.
Yeah. Is she getting any teeth?
Nope. No teeth.
No teeth yet. I feel like those kind of things help with teething.
Yeah.
Like the frozen foods and the
She's
feeding the baby
definitely,
toys and stuff.
chewing on everything, so I'm sure teeth are coming soon, but
I love it. Well, tell us how Elliot's doing. How's he growing?
It's so. That's my favorite new thing he does. He likes that sound like the so he'll take his hand and do it. So our babies are only 6 days apart. Elliot was born on the 11th, and Layla was born the 17th.
In April.
April. And so it's so like cliche, but I always get tweets like, my baby's not doing this and Elliot's not doing that. And I'm like, you know what? Every baby is so different. And as much as I love those books and those like milestone apps, they're also kind of stressful because it's so interesting to just see what Layla's doing, what Elliot's doing, and they're so close. Like you would think, in theory, they should be doing the same things and progressing the same, but they're totally different. Like he started being super interested in food at 3 months, like, and would eat an entire packet of baby food. Like he just wanted it. And he's not sitting up as much as Layla or like can't hold himself as easily, and he's way bigger. Like you hold her and then you hold him and you're like,
He's such a big boy.
business. Like he's like a big boy. But I feel like he's really vocal, and he loves laughing and like interacting with people. He's laughed like from an early age. This new thing he does is he dances when he wants food like this.
So cute.
Or he thinks that if he says mama, that means more. So like if I feed him, oh, that's cute. If I feed him food, then he'll keep saying mom, mom. I'm like, oh good, you associate food with mom.
It's true. I mean, that's where you get it, huh?
he seemed like very aware of things for a long time. Like he was a very like alert, aware
like,
baby.
Takes people in and things in. He loves like detailed. Like he'll stare. He played with a tag last night for like 40 minutes, like just this tag, and he was like flicking it with his finger. Like Jackson and I watched a whole Netflix show, and I'm like, he's still playing with that tag.
That's awesome.
A tag. Awesome. And like his hands, he'll play and stare at his hands. It's kind of like trippy. It's like he's on drugs or something. He's always like, whoa, my hands. But he lives like, and he likes going like this, and he'll just watch himself do that.
I love watching babies discover things like that. Like, look, am I doing this?
It's kind of because it's so innocent. Like you should be so grateful that your hand can do this. But he's a good baby. He isn't sleeping through the night. That's like been the only hard thing is he wakes up probably every 4 or 5 hours. He was, and then all of a sudden he like regressed. So he usually by the early morning he ends up in the bed just because it's early. It's easier. We do have the snoo right next to us, but he loved swaddling in the beginning, and now when we swaddle him, he does this funniest thing. He picks his legs up and slams them down on the snoo, and the snoo hears it, so then it starts rocking him faster, and then he's just like slamming his legs down. And I'm like, I cannot sleep with all that body slamming going on. So then he ends up in our bed.
I love it. That's one thing that I noticed about him early on is he can just lay there and just kick his legs and he's fine.
Yeah, he is more chill. Like he likes to, if I'm in the room, he's like content being on his own. He's not as cuddly or like needy, but mom.
He's so cute.
But I can't remember, what else was he, I love the dancing, when they start dancing like that. That was fun to me to see him do that. And then blowing the bubbles. And I feel like his first word I can say is mom or mama. How much do you think she weighs right now?
He's very vocal.
Yeah. Can you guys tell he's so loud?
She's probably not quite 14 pounds, but close to 14 pounds.
I think he's like 19. Hey.
And the funny thing about yeah, maybe. The funny thing about you saying how
Okay.
And I think like you were saying, you can't compare kids because all of my babies have been different and they've all done things at different times. They've all been different sizes. Layla is by far my smallest. And I was just showing these guys that she has one of Braylee's little outfits on that she wore in November, but she was born in September. So they were like the same size in November, but Layla is almost 7 months and she was only like 2
months.
Yeah.
2.5 or something.
I love that. I love how like when I
it's
pick
so
her up, I'm
funny.
like, she's like this tiny little petite doll. I love it. She's so sweet.
I love it. So tell me, do you guys notice your baby's having a specific personality yet? Can you start to see that at all? And what would you describe it as?
I feel like he's gonna be wild like Jackson. Like he's always moving and he's like kicking his legs and like always like, I just like he has a lot of energy, and so I feel like when he's gonna be able to move, it's gonna be like, oh gosh,
Crazy.
like 0 to 100, you know?
I see that in him too.
Jackson's mom did say, she's like, Jackson never crawled, he skipped that stage and just went to running. I was like, oh great. Like good, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be a busybody.
Yeah.
Huh.
So cute.
I when she was first born, she was really quiet and like very gentle, and so I saw a lot of gauge in her. but at the same time, she like held her head up right away and like seemed very like determined, which I see a lot in Braylee. So I see like those two personalities in her a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. Just like, please don't be so feisty. I just need a mellow one. Winston is like, Winston never ever stops. So I'm just like, please just like be a little bit more mellow.
I feel like I see that in her. Like she's always very, like she's taking everything in.
Yeah.
She doesn't really need to do everything, but she is absorbing everything that's happening around her.
I feel like she's really,
she's
like,
very smart, like a wise child.
She's like relaxed and chill. Like sometimes I think she's looking at like you're just crazy, Elliot. You just need to lay here and chill out. Like when you put them next together, she's just like content and peaceful, and Elliot's just like. And Layla's
I think that like it entertains her. It's like watching TV. She's like, this is so fun.
This kid's on speed. Huh.
It's fun. It is a lot of fun to watch them together and the different things that they're doing. And I think it's fun to see how different they are because it just makes everything so exciting.
Yeah. I love watching them find their own things at their own time. And I was never one of those moms who was stressed out about like, oh, he hasn't hit this milestone or done this thing. I downloaded an app. Maybe we'll have to leave it in the description box because of course I can't remember it off the top of my head. But they were talking about how kids go through leaps, and I didn't even know that. Instead of just stages, they have like leaps where they will be more fussy and they're like these growth leaps. And the more I read about it, I was like, this is like kind of crazy spot on. And it even like determined down to a couple of days like where they'll be noticing that they're like more fussy. Oh, really? It's a really cool app. I'll have to, I hate when I talk about things and I can't remember the reference, but I will, after this, I'll put it in the
Is it just like in general with the baby at that age?
It's like specific to when they were born and that their growth, but it's very like by like within 7 days. Like it'll be like, and it syncs with your calendar. So it's like Elliot's entering his 29th leap and you may experience fussiness on these days. And it's like, oh, it's pretty spot on. It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
The technology they have now compared to,
Yeah.
It's good and it's like dangerous because at the same time you can be like, my baby is not doing this yet. When it's really okay. Like kids just do things at different stages.
Yeah.
That's true.
Use it as a general guide, not as like the Bible,
Yeah. And I feel like with teeth too, is he getting teeth?
I thought he was teething way early on. He's always been like rubbing things on his gums, but I guess that just, babies being curious, but no, there's no teeth yet.
I mean, I feel like it takes months to break teeth sometimes.
He's so drooly though. Like right now
yeah.
there's like, you need a bib. There's just so much drool happening.
Look at how interested he is in that toy. I love it.
It's just my ponytail holder, You don't need to buy him toys. Just give them things.
No, that's not what they want. They just
Like I gave him a toothbrush the other day and he played with it for or a tag. It's so funny. You spend all the money on things, but it's usually things laying around the house. Like knives and chemicals. That's what they love playing with. So
All the things. So tell me, how was your first Halloween with your babies?
so fun.
It was so fun. My mother-in-law, she's so talented. She made Elliot a dragon costume.
It was
and then
so cute.
We just mentioned that that Kaylee had liked his costume, and she's like, it'd be cute if she was a unicorn. And my mother-in-law just whipped it up, and
The cutest thing in the entire world.
just so talented. She's like, it's easy, you just follow the pattern. And I'm like, Sid, you're very talented. She's very talented. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun, to have Halloween, and it made me so excited for their first holidays, Thanksgiving. I want to get a little gobble till you wobble or something like that. Sure, and then Christmas. Yes, Elliot too. Oh, you hear him?
He's singing.
Is that how you feel? It's just everything with kids is more fun because you get to re-experience it through their eyes and their stages. And so it was last year we didn't go trick-or-treating. Cooper's like, I might be over that. But then this year, because I think we had Elliot, he went trick-or-treating again. So I was like, that was fun.
You can't be. I'm still not over trick-or-treating. I'm like, guys, go to that door for me and get me the candy.
King-size candy bars.
We want what they have.
That's so cute. They were in a little wagon together.
Yeah, that was nice.
I loved watching them. Hi, honey.
You're a dinner.
Oh. She's like, what are we doing?
Babies.
It was kind of hard watching them though, because I thought, oh my gosh, mine's 4.
Yeah.
My baby's 4. I can't snuggle him in a wagon and sit him in there.
You mean contain them? That's actually the nicest thing. They can't run around anywhere. Just sit right there in that wagon.
But it was kind of easy to contain Daxon because he was scared of everything.
Oh, he was.
He was scared, so he's like, Mom.
I had fake spiders in my Halloween candy, and he would not take any of my candy. There's scary spiders in there. It's like, I get it. I hate spiders. I get it.
Yeah, he's kind of scared of everything, but it's adorable at the same time. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for bringing your babies so that I can squeeze them and be grateful that I'm not pregnant. if you guys want to see more of their baby updates, be sure and check out both of their channels. They try to keep you updated on how the babies are doing. And let us know in the comments below anything else you want to know about how the babies are doing or anything else. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.